subscribe.
The legendary Arc V decks are finally here, bringing with it a brand new card each for Lunalight, Speedroid, and Odd Eyes. These are always a really fun pickup, especially for newer duelists, and today we're going to be cracking into a box early thanks to Konami to see the contents. As always, stay tuned for the ultimate guide to starting out with all three of these decks, but for now, let's get into it. Also, apparently if you hit this button, I might pull a Starlight Rare.
It's time for the third installment in the legendary, well, not really the third installment because we used to have the legendary hero decks and the legendary dragon decks, but as of recent times, the third kind of legendary decks product here, the legendary Arc V decks, bro. I'm excited for this. These legendary decks products are arguably like one of the best products you can get as a returning duelist or new duelist or just duelist in general, because not only are you getting 3 new competent decks that you can play, but this is also usually a solid source of strong staple cards. In here we have Odd Eyes, Lunalight, and Speedroid. I haven't played any of those decks personally. Speedroid I have, however, been super interested in because that deck can play like Purge, Sheena, Harmonia. It sounds really, really strong and really fun. But first off, let's open our promo pack and see what we get inside. Can we pull a Starlight Rare? That is the question. So, we have the Odd Eyes Sol Blaze Dragon. Dude, this looks like a Red Dragon Archfiend card. Yo, I'm hooked. It is a Light Dragon synchro though. Oh, it's a tuner. Okay, we have the Sol Blaze Dragon, the High Speedroid Cork Shooter Secret Rare, and we have the Lunalight Masquerade in Secret Rare. Okay, so one nice little rarity bump here for each of the 3 decks. Now for the big reveal. What is inside these 3 decks? Lunalight is predominantly a dark deck. Speedroid is predominantly a wind deck, so, you know, Speedroid can play Purge, Lunalight can play Impulse. Let's start with the Speedroid deck and see what we have going on inside here. So first things first here, we have the Crystal Clearwing Over Synchro Dragon in Secret Rare, 2+ tuners or 1 tuner Synchro Monster plus Clearwing Synchro Dragon. He's a big boy. Dude, how many different Crystal and Clearwing Synchro Dragons do we have? I lost count, dude. We have the, of course, Speedroid Terror Top Classic card. One of those in Ultra Rare. We got the Takatomborg to go alongside it in Ultra Rare as well. We have the Daruma Knocker. So this is the new card for Speedroids. It is a level 4 machine tuner with the effect, if this card is in your hand, you can send 1 Speedroid card from your deck to the graveyard except Daruma Knocker. Special summon this card. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except wind monsters. So kind of like a Mathmech Circular. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add a 1 Speedroid spell or trap from your deck to your hand. Then if you control a Clearwing monster, you can destroy 1 monster on the field as well. You can only use each effect once per turn. Pretty solid extender for the deck, and if you send something like Duplicate to the graveyard, you can even get into your Link 2 to start your plays up as well. That is also in Ultra Rare here. I forget how many hollows you actually get per deck. We have the High Speedroid Kite Drake in Ultra Rare, one of the synchros. Let's go. We got the High Speedroid Glider number 2, not number 1, not number 3. We got numero dos right here. We got the Rubber Band Shooter in Ultra Rare, of course. Got to have the Link 2 as an Ultra. And now we get into the commons, and right off the bat, we're seeing an Effect Veiler. That's a strong start. I'm curious to see if we get the Charmies in here, if we get any Dominus cards. Let's get into it, dude. We have the Effect Veiler, Droll Lockbird. Okay, of course, classic. We got 2 of those. It is semi-limited. We got another copy of our Terror Top here. Is this limited at all? It was. It might be unlimited now. We have 3 Terror Top in the one deck, so I assume so. We have the Double Yo-Yo, another Takatomborg. 2 Takatomborg. Okay, so we got 3 Takatomborg in the entirety of the deck. 1 Red-Eyed Dice. We got the Den Daiko Duke, Ash Blossom, and Joyous Spring. Very nice. We got the Marble Machine here. Oh, Nibiru, nice. How many Marble Machine? We got 3 Marble Machine. Okay, so basically a ready-to-play deck, which is pretty solid. Probably optimal putting 2 or 3 of these together as per usual, but I guess we'll see after we have the entire contents in front of us. We have a Nibiru here, times 2. We got the Car Turbo. I remember when this came out, it was like an Ultra Rare in Rise of the Duelist. 2 Car Turbo. We got the Ultra Hound here. There we go. Okay, we have a Fuelos. The Charmies make a return appearance pretty much in every legendary decks recently. So yeah, you literally cannot go wrong. We got the Speedroid Wing Synchron, 2 of those. Another Daruma Knocker here, and then some of these spells are really nice. We got Speed Recovery, Called by the Grave, Triple Tactics Talent, baby. Just good cards, man. We got Speedroid Wheel, 3 wheels. Okay, we got 3 scratch as well. This is a playset of Imperm? No, okay, so 2 Imperm. We got the Duplicate and the Clear Wing Wonder. So a lot of staple cards in there. No Dominus Purge. We got the Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. Just the entirety of the extra deck, I assume here. Stardust Charge Warrior. High Speedroid Puzzle. I don't think I've ever seen this guy before. We got the Clear Wing Fast Dragon. The Cork Shooter that we, of course, got upgraded to Secret Rare. The Crystal Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. We got the High Speedroid Clear Wing Rider. We got Glider number 2 and a Rubber Band Shooter. So no, like, standard Crystal Wing in here, which is very interesting. Do you typically make Crystal Wing in this deck, right? Or is it mainly Clear Wing? I guess I'll find out in the future as I start to put these cards together and figure out the deck, right? And then I'll let you know. So that was the Speedroid deck. Let's move on to the Lunalight deck. So immediately right off the bat, we're seeing a not Lunalight card. But it is Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King in Secret Rare, which looks really, really nice, okay? We have the Black Sheep in Ultra Rare. We got Lunalight Wolf in Ultra Rare. Emerald Bird. We got the Scarlet Tiger. Is this a new card? It is the new card. It's a level 5 Beast Warrior with the following effect. If you activate a Lunalight monster's effect, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then if you activate this effect during the turn your opponent activated a card or effect, you can add 1 polymerization from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So if you get interrupted by your opponent on your turn, it's a pretty solid extender. If this card is sent to the graveyard by card effect, you can special summon 1 Lunalight monster from your face-off extra deck or graveyard, except a level 5 monster, but it cannot activate its effects. You can only use each effect once per turn. Generates bodies like no tomorrow, as Lunalight typically does. We got the Cat Dancer. Very cool, very cool. To me personally, like, all of the Lunalight fusions are very hard to distinguish, like art from name. So, okay, this one's Cat Dancer. We got the Saber Dancer. All I know is Liger Dancer, dude. The big scary one that you don't want to hit the field. Lunalight Saber Dancer in Ultra Rare. Okay, and then we immediately jump into a common effect veiler here. All right, let's get into the bulk of the deck. We got a Lunalight Black Sheep. 2 more copies of Black Sheep here. We got Lunalight Tiger, just 1 Tiger. Kaleido Chick, that's 2 Kaleido Chick in the deck, and then we get an Ash Blossom here as well. Very nice. Yellow Martin, a Tri-Brigade Fractal reprint in here as a common. We got the Mulcharmy Meowls. Okay, so it's looking like you'll get 1 of each Mulcharmy once again here, littered between the 3 decks. We got Lunalight Gold Leo, 3 Gold Leos. Dude, I thought that was going to be a 4th Gold Leo. We got Silver Hounds, 2 Silver Hounds, and then we have our classic OG Polymerization Foolish Burial. Some classic cards here. The Tanky as well, dude. Oh my. 3 Tanky. Lunalight Perfume. We got 2 of those. Foolish Burial Goods. Pretty good in the Lunalight deck, of course. Called by the Grave. Lunalight Fusion. Crossout Designator. Triple Tactics Talent. Numero Dos. And we got Paw Prosperity in here. Damn, just so many power spells in this deck. We got Thrust as well, bro. Oh my goodness. And we got the Heavy Poly common reprint. Very strong in Lunalight, especially if you just bring out a Liger Dancer. We got the Lunalight Masquerade, 3 of those, of course, and then we have another copy of the Infinite Impermanence here. We got the Lunalight Serenade Dance. The Black Goat Laughs is a really nice card to have in here. You can just send this with the Foolish Burial Goods. And that's looking like it for the main deck here. Getting into the extra deck, we have a Panther Dancer. We got the Leo Dancer, 2 Leo Dancers. There is the Liger Dancer, the big spooky card, man. 2 of those. We got the Perfume Dancer, 2 Perfume Dancers. Yo, we got a Nyarla in here. Time Thief Redoer, we've got an Almirage reprint, Cross Sheep, and an SP Little Knight in common as well. So yeah, that's the Lunalight deck. Let's get into the final of the 3, the Odd Eyes deck. Dude, we're seeing a Skullcrobat Joker on the front here. I'm trying to think if I've ever played like a Pendulum strategy properly, and I genuinely don't think I have. Some of the rulings with Pendulum cards are actually hilarious, dude. So it's going to be fun to tuck into this and see what we can get going with the Odd Eyes deck. We have a Secret Rare Skullcrobat Joker, which looks really, really nice, dude. And then for the Ultra Rares, we have a Odd Eyes Mirage Dragon, the Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. This one's an Omni Negate. I know this one, dude. We got the Odd Eyes Sol Blaze Dragon, the Synchro Tuner. Access Code Talker. Alt art is in here. Okay. So there's no locks or anything. Access Code Talker, huh? We just vomit in our bodies? I guess we are. Exceed the Pendulum, so is Beyond the Pendulum in here as well? Odd Eyes Override Dragon. This is a new Link 3 monster for Odd Eyes, and the artwork kind of reminds me of Absolute Dragon for some reason. But yeah, Link 3, 2+ monsters, including a Pendulum monster, so it's kind of generic to make. You can target one other card you control, destroy it, and if you do, draw one card. During your turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can discard one card, negate that effect. So it's kind of like an Omni-Negate on your own turn. You can only use each of the preceding effects of Override Dragon once per turn, and then if you destroy the Pendulum monster card by this card's first effect, during your main phase this turn, you can conduct one Pendulum summon of a Performapal monsters, Magician Pendulum monsters, and or Odd Eyes monsters, in addition to your Pendulum summon. And of course, you can only gain that effect once per turn, because otherwise, it would be pretty mental. Very cool, interesting. Okay, we got another Droll and Lockbird here, 2 copies of Droll, so we get 4 copies of Droll in the one box. We have the Pendulum Sorcerer, another Joker here, so we have a playset of Joker, including the secret rare. We got the Monkey Boards in here as well. Persona Dragon, Astrograph, Sorcerer, baby. Another Ash Blossom. We got the Odd Eyes Dissolver, Odd Eyes Synchron. We got the Arc Pendulum Dragon, 3 Odd Eyes Arc Pendulum Dragon. This is just a vanilla, dude. Do you play 3 of this? Oh, it specials a monster from deck in scales. Okay, that kind of makes sense. We got the Revolution Dragon, 3 copies of the Revolution Dragon. We got the Butler, the Valet, the Gentrude, Lady Ange. Dude, there's so many different Pendulum cards. Oh my god. Odd Eyes Seer, 3 Seer. Okay, so this must be a pretty good card for the deck. We got the Perulia, of course, completing our Mulcharmy trifecta. We got 3 copies of the Sky Iris, a Called by the Grave in all 3 decks, dude. Yo, wait, that's actually really cool, dude. What are you summoning? I assume maybe the Pendulum Dragon, right? 3 copies of Lordly Load. That's cool. Primite Roar. We got 2 copies of Roar. 2 copies of Drill Beam. Chaos Angel. Oh my dude. This deck is sick. Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon. We got the Absolute Dragon. The Raging Dragon. The Rebellion Dragon Overlord. I don't know this card. 2 level 7 monsters. It is generic. We got the Raiders Knight in here. Arc Rebellion. When the Arc Rebellion hits the field, dude, you can just win on the spot. IP Masquerena. Beyond the Pendulum, we got the BTP, and another copy of SP Little Knight. Okay, I'm actually intrigued by this Odd Eyes deck, honestly. But yeah, that is the legendary Arc V decks. Do you call it Arc V or Arc 5? I assume Arc V, right? I've heard Arc V. I don't think I've ever heard Arc 5. Let me know what you think down below. Of course, stay tuned for the ultimate guide to playing all 3 of these decks. It's once again just going to be another great entry point into the game, and it gives you a variety of different strategies to play. Very exciting stuff. Thanks for watching. Thanks again to Konami for sending these over early, and I'll see you in the next one.